Hi everyone, I am very happy to be with you today. Today we are going to practice English in a powerful way with a shadowing technique. Have you heard of shadowing? Here is how it works. First, listen to me read the sentence. Then repeat after me. Copy my tone, speed, and pronunciation like a shadow. Today we will read a story called I Need a Detective. It is about a young woman, a strange mystery, and an unexpected discovery. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon. Let's begin the story.
My name is Charlotte. I am 26 years old. I work at a small law office in downtown Seattle. I thought my life was normal. I thought I was safe. But last Tuesday, everything changed. I woke up to a strange sound. It was 3 a.m. My apartment was dark and quiet. But something felt wrong. I walked to my kitchen. On my table, there was an envelope. A white envelope with my name on it. But I lived alone. I always locked my door. How did someone get inside? My hands were shaking as I opened the envelope. Inside was a photograph. It was me. But I had never seen this picture before. I was sitting in a cafe, drinking coffee. Someone had been watching me. Someone had been following me. At the bottom of the photo, there were words written in red ink, "You don't know who you really are." I couldn't sleep that night. I kept checking the locks. I kept looking out my window. The next morning, I went to work. But I couldn't focus. I kept thinking about the photograph. Who took it? What did those words mean? During lunch break, my phone rang. The number was unknown. I answered carefully. Hello? A deep voice said, Charlotte, you need to be careful. Your life is in danger. Then the line went dead. My heart was beating so fast. I ran back to the office and told my boss everything. He looked worried. He said, Charlotte, you need to call the police. But when I called the police, they said they couldn't help much. No crime had been committed yet. They said to call again if something else happened. That evening, I went to my car. There was another envelope under my windshield. This time, there were 3 photographs. All pictures of me. One at the grocery store. One leaving my apartment. One walking to work. Someone had been watching me for days. Maybe weeks. The note this time said, meet me at Pike Place Market tomorrow at noon. Come alone, or you will never learn the truth about your father. My father? But my father died when I was 5 years old. At least, that's what my mother always told me. What truth was this person talking about? I couldn't eat dinner. I couldn't think clearly. I needed help. I needed someone who could solve mysteries. I needed a detective. I searched online and found a private detective agency. The next morning, I called them. A woman answered. Her voice was kind but serious. This is Detective Sarah Kim. How can I help you? I told her everything. The photographs, the phone call, the strange messages. She listened carefully. Charlotte, this sounds dangerous. Can you come to my office right now? I drove to her office immediately. Detective Kim was a tall woman with short black hair. She had smart eyes and a confident voice. I felt safer just talking to her. "Show me the photographs," she said. I gave her the envelopes. She studied them with a magnifying glass. "These pictures were taken with a professional camera. This person has been planning this for a long time. Tell me about your father." I told her what I knew. His name was David Thompson. He died in a car accident when I was 5. My mother never talked about him much. She said it was too painful. Detective Kim wrote everything down. "Charlotte, I think we should go to Pike Place Market together. But first, I need to ask you something. Do you have your birth certificate?" I nodded. "It's at home." "Can you get it? I want to check something." We drove to my apartment. As I unlocked my door, Detective Kim said, "Wait." She looked around carefully. "Someone has been here recently. Look at these footprints." My blood felt cold. There were muddy footprints near my kitchen table. Someone had been in my apartment again. I got my birth certificate from my bedroom drawer. Detective Kim looked at it and frowned. "Charlotte, this is interesting. Your birth certificate says your father's name is David Thompson. But look at this." She pointed to a small detail. "This document was issued when you were 10 years old. Most birth certificates are issued when you're born." "What does that mean?" I asked. "It might mean your name was changed. Or your father's identity was changed. We need to research this more." We drove to Pike Place Market. It was busy with tourists and street performers. Detective Kim stayed close to me. At exactly noon, a man in a gray coat approached us. He was about 50 years old with gray hair and tired eyes. He looked at me and said, "You look just like him." "Who are you?" I asked. "My name is Robert Wilson. I was your father's business partner. Charlotte, your father didn't die in a car accident. He went into hiding." Detective Kim stepped forward. "Why did he go into hiding?" Robert looked around nervously. "Your father discovered something dangerous. He worked for a technology company. He found out they were selling secret information to other countries. He had proof." "But why did he leave me?" I asked. My eyes filled with tears. "Because he loved you. The people he discovered were dangerous. They threatened to hurt you and your mother. So he faked his death and disappeared. He's been protecting you from far away." Detective Kim asked, "Where is he now?" "He's safe. But Charlotte, they found out he's still alive. That's why someone has been watching you. They want to use you to find him." I felt confused and scared. What should I do? Robert handed me a small piece of paper. "This is his phone number. Call him tonight at 8 p.m. He will tell you everything. But be careful. Don't trust anyone else." Detective Kim and I drove back to her office. She made some phone calls and checked her computer. "Charlotte, I found something. The technology company Robert mentioned was shut down by the FBI 15 years ago. Several people went to prison." "So it's true?" I asked. "It looks like it. But we need to be very careful. If dangerous people are still looking for your father, you could be in real danger." That evening, I sat in Detective Kim's office. At exactly 8 p.m., I called the number Robert gave me. The phone rang 3 times. Then I heard a voice I had almost forgotten. "Charlotte? My little girl." It was my father. I started crying. "Dad? Is it really you?" "Yes, sweetheart. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I had to leave you. I'm sorry I couldn't watch you grow up. But I did it to keep you safe." We talked for 30 minutes. He told me about his life in hiding. He told me how he watched me from far away. He had seen me graduate from college. He had seen me get my job. "But Dad, why is this happening now?" I asked. "Because the leader of the organization was released from prison last month. He wants revenge. He wants to find me. That's why his men have been watching you." Detective Kim took the phone. "Sir, this is Detective Sarah Kim. We need to arrange a safe meeting. Charlotte needs to see you, but we have to be smart about it." 3 days later, Detective Kim arranged everything. We drove to a small cafe outside the city. My father was waiting at a corner table. When I saw him, my heart almost stopped. He looked older, of course, but he had the same kind eyes I remembered. He stood up and hugged me. I cried in his arms. "I missed you so much," I whispered. "I missed you too, Charlotte. Every single day." We sat and talked. He told me about his life in hiding. He had been working as a teacher in a small town. He used a different name. He lived quietly and carefully. Detective Kim said, "We have good news. The FBI arrested 3 men yesterday. They were the ones watching Charlotte. With them in prison, you might finally be safe." My father smiled. For the first time in 21 years, he looked peaceful. "Does this mean we can be a family again?" I asked. "Yes," he said, "but slowly, carefully. We have a lot of time to make up for." That night, I called my mother. I told her everything. She cried when I told her Dad was alive. "I knew this day would come," she said. "I hoped it would come. I never stopped loving him." 2 weeks later, my parents met again. It was emotional and beautiful. They talked for hours about the past, about me, about the future. Detective Kim became a good friend. She helped us start our new life together. She made sure we were safe. Now, 6 months later, my father lives nearby. We have dinner together twice a week. My parents are taking things slowly, but they're happy. I learned something important from this experience. Sometimes the people we love make difficult choices to protect us. Sometimes the truth is hidden because it's dangerous. But love always finds a way. The man who said I needed a detective was right. But I found more than just a detective. I found my father. I found my family. I found the truth about who I really am. If you enjoyed this mystery story, please like and subscribe to this channel. Leave a comment and tell me about a time when you discovered something surprising about your family or when you had to be brave in a difficult situation. Thank you for practicing English with me, and remember, sometimes the truth is hidden, but it always finds a way to come out. See you next time.